Well, welcome to this week's Herb of the Week on the Botanical Medicine Study Course channel with me, your host and instructor, Stephanie Georgieff. Welcome to all new subscribers, and thank you to all who share and like these videos. I so appreciate your efforts. We're almost to the time of launching the online course, so click below if you would like a sample and click the notification bells for the channel, as we will have all sorts of introductory information and samples for the course in the coming days. Here in the Northern Hemisphere, we are in winter. And while the days are finally starting to get a bit longer, we are still having quite long nights. When we humans lived more on the land, as with the seasons, winter used to be a time of rest and reflection. In Chinese medical theory, winter is the time for the water element, which not only dominates the kidney and bladder, but also the endocrine system. When I was in naturopathic training ever so long ago, in our pathology class, every single disease known to humanity was made worse by three things: obesity, smoking, and stress. This is why paying attention to our stress levels and helping our body cope during the winter is really important. There's really only so much you can do to manage stressors in life. Not all of us can live in hermitages on mountaintops with our food delivered and no cares other than meditating and observing nature. Yes, things like meditation, regular exercise, getting enough sleep, and eating good and healthy food help our bodies cope, but we cannot control world events or other people. We all have to live in the modern world, work for a living, and coexist with others. Even those whom we love can cause us stress, but thankfully, nature has numerous plants that can help our bodies adjust to stress. In the spirit of winter and helping the body recharge for the year ahead, for this week's Herb of the Week, we'll be exploring ashwagandha. Now, ashwagandha, which the Latin name is Withania somnifera, is also known as winter cherry. And this is an evergreen shrub in the Solanaceae or nightshade family that grows in India, the Middle East, and parts of Africa. This species is a short shrub growing anywhere from 14 to 30 inches tall. And there are little prickles or hairs which are growing on the leaves and branches. The branches extend radially from a central stem, and the leaves are dull green, oval-shaped, and usually up to 10 to 12 centimeters or 4 to 5 inches long, approximately. The flowers are small, green, and bell-shaped. The fruit is orange-red. The Latin name should be a dead giveaway as to what this plant does. Now, somnifera means sleep-inducing, and the Sanskrit name, for those of you your Sanskrit's a little rusty, ashwagandha is a combination of the Sanskrit words ashava, meaning horse, and gandha, meaning smell, reflecting the root has a strong horse-like odor. Since the root is a medicinal part of the plant, apparently if you sniff it, it smells like a horse. Now, I've never done this, so I can only go with what people tell me. I think ashwagandha is a much prettier word than horse smell when it comes to name. Now, ashwagandha is one of the noteworthy substances of three natural origins used in Ayurveda since ancient times. The tradition is much older, as Ayurveda has its emergence from the Vedic, the Rig Veda, and the Ashwagandha. So this plant has been around, used quite for a long time. Now, the radix, or the root, is best collected. This kind of looks like a mandrake or somebody, meditating with their legs crossed, is best collected in the summer and winter season to prepare quality medicine. There are 5 basic pharmaceutical forms which are used traditionally. It's juice or paste, decoction, which is boiled root, or cold infusion, where you slice up the root and put it in water and let it sit there for quite a while, or a hot infusion. Ashwagandha is taken in the West in pill form, meaning either liquid extract in a gel cap or powdered in capsule form. The biologically active chemical constituents of Withania somnifera include many alkaloids, which work directly on the nervous system, steroidal lactone, which you can see here. It's withanolides and withaferins, along with saponins. And stenosides and glucosides are very much anti-stress, and the active principles of ashwagandha have been shown to have significant anti-stress activity in both human and animal studies. Now, there are so many benefits of ashwagandha. In fact, some people consider this to be the Ayurvedic ginseng. And it's very balancing to kapha and vata. So if you don't know what you are, go to an Ayurvedic practitioner and they will tell you which one of these you are. Because it's very warming, it can aggravate pitta. So if you're a pitta, don't do this herb unless you balance it out with other ones. It's considered a tonic herb. It reduces anxiety, it boosts cognitive abilities, and we're seeing this in both children with memory issues as well as old people with Alzheimer's, things like that. We're also finding that it helps prevent stomach ulcers. It helps in sperm health and testosterone levels. So if you're a male dealing with infertility and you're not a pitta, this is a good one. It's also really good for sleep quality. It can reduce blood sugar, and it's very anti-inflammatory, which means it can improve arthritis things. Studies state that it's really safe to take this herb for up to 3 months, and 1,000 milligrams per day. I don't know how many cups of tea that would be, but if you take it in pill form, usually the pill and the capsules are usually about 500 milligrams. So it's usually 2 capsules. And some studies are saying it's okay for pregnancy, but it's not okay for breastfeeding. If you have autoimmune disorders, this is not a good herb to take for that. If you have a thyroid condition, which is usually an autoimmune disorder, or you're on thyroid medication, you should not take this herb. And if you are on any type of prescription anti-anxiety or antidepressant medication or medication for blood pressure, you need to consult your physician or herbal practitioner. Now, I have never grown or even seen a living plant. I've seen pictures. I think the pictures are amazing, but I've never seen this plant alive. But thankfully, there are seed and plant sources if you would like to do this. It's a very pretty plant. And if you like, you can smell the roots if you're missing your horse. But check out the link below in the program notes for very detailed information on how you can do this either in your garden or as a container plant. So however you wish to incorporate this amazing plant, ashwagandha, that has had thousands of years of use and is actually, I think, very pretty, I hope you find it useful. So thanks again for sharing your valuable time with me, and don't forget to check out the link in the program notes. This is Stephanie Georgia saying until next time, be well.